And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go for Nameless Tower. It is our last round tonight amongst our fellow players on board here for this evening. Thank you so much for your involvement for this tournament tonight. Nameless Tower here is Manipulator is deciding to mix it up with his build, making it look incredibly sexy. Does get himself into a interesting position there across the map as everyone is sort of feeling their way around at this point. We all spawn at once. No one knows exactly what's happening, and we want to find our opponents more important than anything else. We want to be the one that finds our opposition first, and unfortunately D-Fresh is under attack by some people already. He's going to see if he can back into a good position and maybe be able to put some damage into his opponent. That gets a incredibly sweet kill there. D-Fresh 12 is playing the patient game as the lone hunter could absolutely deal with a bit of help his way. There it goes in the form of what FFAs are made of, guys, and it is indeed a free-for-all. So most people will indeed feed on the wounded, and it is no different in here. Okay, so D-Fresh does go down. News takes a joint early first with D-Fresh. They both bow out. News could be what is served next, as he is going to be overcooked by the pulsars, twin pulsars on the head of Video Dead for his hover. The harpy cab on the front side of this thing is also going to apply a damage bonus to the radius of your explosions here. It's going to make your radius a little bit wider. So those twin pulsars on the top of this vehicle that you see is going to do a lot of damage if you can get the hits with it. That's what matters here. Video Dead dancing out of the way of those lances. If he gets caught by these cars as he's built here, he will be in a lot of trouble. We'll do well to avoid him here, as he is actually in a very good way to just pick who he engages using the great mobility issued by these hover cars. And if we look at the stat for his vehicle here, the Pulsar, yeah, is indeed a legendary item as the conflict goes underway. News does pick up 2 kills for himself. Now it's the big battle here between Video Dead and News. Does still have his 2 breakers there, and will get power. I don't believe what I've just seen. News gets the hat trick. That was madness. He's now in first with 4 kills to his name. If he gets anything other than this, I will actually give everyone a subscription. No, he does not. Manipulator takes him out with them boomsticks there. News with the hat trick. That was super good to see. That was very good to see. Well played to you, so very well played. Anyway, Manipulator dancing around on his boosters, looking to get some kind of contact kill with that. Not going to happen anytime soon, I think. He's looking to kind of hide for as long as he can. Manipulator could do better to kind of bow out and come back a little bit stronger. Video Dead also returning from the grave to put damage into the other people here in his zone towards the corner of the map, the low half even. Video Dead not quite getting the final touch on D-Fresh. He gets taken down by News, who is on an absolute roll at this point with 5 kills to his name. Video Dead is forced to step back and keep backpedaling, as News is just not going to hang out. Is not going to, hold back. The Manipulator on his side, still dancing around as his ride doesn't have much of its engines where they should be for him in order to get around. So I think D-Fresh is just going to run over to him and get an easy kill. That was more of a mercy kill there for himself. D-Fresh in second position here, contesting for that first. He certainly has his work cut out ahead for him. What else do we get to see here? In a very good position. Some people don't know how fortunate they are at times to not see how close it could have been. D-Fresh almost getting a good contact with Video Dead in that delicate fragile hover car of his. Nuze is going to be getting the brunt of that explosion from Video Dead as he does explode across the chassis of Nuze. And Manipulator, I think, is just taking some big hits this round. Video Dead deciding to splat himself against the cliffside. Manipulator deciding to throw himself against the cliff side there. And again, I love to see Video Dead dancing around with these twin pulsars. They are my favorite weapon, in fact, here, the 2 pulsars. And you know what I'm noticing with Nuze? The mobility of his car, it does have these fenders. Those fenders above the back wheel, by the way, are I think, apart from the APC parts, I think they're the heaviest parts you can get, with I think they're actually about 85 part score or something for that. As far as fenders go, it's not bad. So Nuze knows what he's up to there. He's got some thick chassis bits. Manipulator stuck on one side, doesn't quite get the little poke he deserved there. I mean, what he was looking for with his build there. Gets cast onto his side and out of the round. Nuze needs 2 more kills, which seem quite likely, at this point, first place position here. Video Dead actually explodes against D-Fresh there. Very aggressive play across the field. Video Dead not doing too good here, sitting on his side. Nuze is looking like an alpha predator, right? On the field, just taking it easy here. Being allowed to engage at will. He needs one more kill with plenty of time left on the clock. He's on safari, really, at this point. Does find himself up against the poles of Manipulator. That gets a disgusting kill. Instant disintegration there. A bit of an insta-kick for him, which always looks cool. Always looks interesting. As we jump on board with our first place again. No zoo. With his Wee Raider on the back, will only give a reference for line of sight. So if people are over a hill with this listener radar on the back, they will not be detected. As far as I am sure, it operates via line of sight. Nuze is close enough to hopefully get a good kill out of this. Video Dead needs his opponents at medium to long range to make the most out of his weapon system. Nuze does take a good hit to the face, does do a lot of damage to his cabin. He cannot get that final kill for himself with the clock. The clock is not stopping, by the way. The clock is not stopping. It is still counting down. Video Dead making his way up the kill feed with 8 kills to his name. He's only 1 below Nuze. It would be quite an upset for Nuze to be number 1 for all this time, only to be picked to the post by Video Dead. He looks good with his twin pulsars. Needs to make good use of them as he's trying to size up the opposition here, as by dancing around the outside there and picking his opportunities. Video Dead, he knows, he feels it in the force where his opposite, who's that on the far side? The melee cars might be, but he needs to be careful not to get too close. He needs to play it smart and also avoid Nuze and try to, if he can, kill him. Nuze in a very good position here to take advantage of Video Dead with those twin breakers versus pulsars. It is a battle of two greater things here. Is it the breakers or the pulsars? Two weapon systems at opposite ends of the weapons race, you would say. Breakers known to be very, very good at close range. Video Dead at 85 HP, guys. We want Nuze to see if he's going to get the final kill here. Is he going to make it work for himself? Seems to be holding it off for the moment. Video Dead almost getting another kill for himself. It's not going to work out. I'm putting this one in the pocket of Nuze for now. We will see who ultimately makes that first place position with 20 seconds left on the clock. Manipulator can still do something for himself. I'm not counting anyone out yet with 15 seconds left on the clock. Can we do it well, guys? Can we do it justice? What is going to happen here? Manipulator jumping over the roof of Nuze. I don't believe what I just saw there. That was ridiculous. You guys are scripting this stuff, that's for sure. There does get a good kill for himself. Manipulator just jumps into the side of the cliff of the hillside there and gets a kill for him with them booms. That was amazing to see. I don't believe it. Very interesting game. Everyone played very well. Let's calculate our scores. I will take a screenshot of this and I will see who I may crown the what do we say to our first place people. Heavily, thank you for your contribution. 3 4 5 6 and then Nuzu 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And then Video gets 1 2 3. And then Renan Manipulator gets 1. He gets 1. Meaning Nuzu is first, followed by D-Fresh second. Video comes in third, and Manipulator having the 4th position. Having that 4th position. Give it a 4. Number 4. Yeah, anyway, breakers are being called OP. People getting salty already. I'm just joking. So we're saying that this is it. Nuzu, D-Fresh, Video, Man.